Proposition 16 is one of the most controversial measures on the June ballot.
It is. PG&E is asking for a 2/3 voter mandate before allowing local governments to buy and sell their own electricity. 7 on your side's Michael Finney is here now with both sides of this issue.
Yeah, not much middle ground here, let me tell you. PG&E says this is about giving voters a choice in the matter. Opponents say it's a PG&E power grab by a company interested in holding on to its monopoly. This is ground zero in the war over electricity. Marin County is the only local government in the state right now with its own public power program set up as a CCA, or Community Choice Aggregation. Proposition 16 would make setting up a CCA much more difficult. Some say it would make it nearly impossible. Bob Spofford, one of 7,000 participating in the first phase of Marin County's program, which kicked off May 7th.
You're doing something about global warming on a big scale in terms of across the whole county when it gets really up and running full force next year.
Marin Clean Energy gets 25% of its electricity from clean renewable sources. That's 11% more than PG&E. Joyce Shimamoto is not impressed and has opted to stay with PG&E. She says once you're in a CCA, it's too hard to get out.
It just seemed too much of a hassle to switch, really. And my energy bill is so low that I didn't think it would make a difference. So,
local officials approved Marin Clean Energy without a vote of the people. And it's that lack of a vote that PG&E says it wants to change.
If you think voters are going to decide in their own best interest, you should vote yes on Prop 16.
But Mark Toney of the Utility Reform Network says this isn't about choice. It's about forcing a 2/3 vote.
It allows a very small minority to set policy. 1/3 of the voters can prevent everybody from receiving lower cost power.
Marin may be the only California community right now with the CCA, but San Francisco and a dozen other municipalities currently have proposals in different stages. In an attempt to stem the tide, the investor-owned utility has so far contributed $46 million to pass Proposition 16. $11 million of that came in the last few weeks.
Giving our customers a voice in how their energy is delivered to them and generated is a very important issue to us, and we do absolutely think that they need to have that voice.
Proposition 16 opponents say voters already do have a choice in the officials they elect to office.
We believe it's up to the local residents to make that decision, not for PG&E to impose its will.
Opponents of Proposition 16 have raised less than $130,000, but they're hoping their grassroots campaign will win over voters.